Hey there, so here's going to be the quick little stop motion tutorial. So we use an app called Stop Motion, and you can find it in the app manager. It's already there, so you just have to download it. Okay, so it's in the top left corner. It's that stop motion with the camera reel, so we just click on that. And there's no login or anything, so everything kind of just saves right to this device. So you can kind of see all of my projects that I've made before. So when they're done, this is where they'll all populate. You can see there's a gallery section, which is pretty useful in the beginning of introducing stop motion. They can kind of see what is possible, and so they can kind of get an idea for that. So if we go back to projects, we obviously would want to click plus new movie when we want to start filming. So this is kind of their workspace. We're going to dismiss that. Okay, and so move that over here. And so basically stop motion is just taking a bunch of still photos and meshing them together into a movie. And you're basically just telling a story. That's what filmmaking is, telling a story. So they're just using a bunch of small pictures and meshing them together to tell that story. And so I'm just going to use this little sticky note right here, but a lot of our kids use like Play-Doh as characters. They use Legos. They use anything they really want to try to tell their story. And we kind of try to stress, like, keep it a small scene, kind of like a small moment. Some are better at that than others, but yeah. Okay, so this is basically how you would work that. Okay, so you would set up right here. I would obviously just click the red button to take a picture, and you can see where it goes down at the bottom. I can see that picture, and so all we're doing is we're just taking picture, move your object, move your object, take a picture, move your object, take a picture. This is probably not the best example of a smiley face, but so you can just see this is what they do. And if you had a character who was trying to move, you would just have them move their legs, take a picture, move their legs, take a picture, move their arms, take a picture. So that's kind of how it reels together. So then we can kind of see, we'll play that and show what that looks like. So then it just feeds them all together. Just like that. And so there you go. So we can pause that. It's got some pretty cool features. You got a microphone here, and I think you can kind of record your voice over it. I've never really played too much with that. If we add the plus button right there, you can actually add images from your camera roll, and you can add titles and credits, which are pretty useful if you're trying to like tell a story or something like that. There is audio, so that's useful. To add over the background if you're trying to teach something, or as like a fairy tale possibly. If we click, this is a cool feature right here, the gear. That allows you to tell you how fast you want your slides to go, how many frames per second. So if we do that, I bumped it way up, and now it's way faster. And okay, so obviously that's probably too fast. If you right below the red button, the picture button, there's that little clock timer. You can actually set it to take automatic photos. So right now, every 3 seconds, it would take a picture. And so that way, that's good for like projects where you're doing it by yourself. So you don't have to worry about holding the camera. You can keep it steady. So yeah, it's basically comes down to character creation and story creation. What story do I want to tell? And how can I create some characters that'll really show my story? And so the kids really love it. They usually do a good job. And then once the video's done, you just click this little caret triangle in the left-hand corner, and that just allows you to you can edit it from here. You can title it whatever you wanted to, and then if you click that square with an arrow, that's usually how you export it. So you can usually get it to your camera roll, and that's how you can get it to different places. Like that's how you would get it off of the device if you want to share it or anything. So pretty cool there. And then you just go back to projects in the top left corner, and it saves there. So it's pretty easy to save and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's a cool app. It's really good for creativity and introduction to filmmaking and stuff like that. So hopefully it goes well, and let me know how it goes. Talk to you later.